There are two kinds of people watching this video. The first group believes they are capable of more. The second group secretly suspects they are, but hasn't acted on it. If you click this, you likely belong to one of them. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't stay average because they lack intelligence. They stay average because staying average protects their identity. Tonight, we're going to examine something quietly dangerous. Not failure, but the psychological decision to remain small. And you may recognize yourself more than you expect. Most people think success is about skills. It's not. It's about identity stability. We all carry an internal image of who we are. I'm responsible. I'm realistic. I'm not the risky type. I'm just not that ambitious. These statements feel harmless. They are not. They create what I call the identity comfort loop. You act in ways consistent with your current identity. Those actions produce predictable results. The results reinforce your identity. You repeat. Average becomes self-confirming, not imposed, chosen. Pause for a moment. What identity have you protected for the last 5 years? Let me tell you about Daniel. Daniel was competent, educated, and reliable. He earned enough to live comfortably. Every year, he talked about starting something of his own. Every year, he didn't. Not because he couldn't, but because in his family, stability was survival. His father once lost a business. It nearly broke the household. Daniel didn't consciously remember this when he hesitated, but his nervous system did. So he chose the safe promotion over the uncertain expansion. And every year he told himself, I'm being smart. Was he? Or was he protecting an inherited fear? Ask yourself, are your financial decisions strategic or inherited? Humans are tribal. We regulate our ambition by our environment. This is the social ceiling effect. You subconsciously limit your growth to avoid social rejection. Outgrowing your circle creates tension. You earn more. You think differently. You spend differently. You invest differently. And suddenly, you're different. For many people, belonging feels safer than expansion. So they calibrate down. Not consciously, quietly. Who would feel uncomfortable if you doubled your ambition? That question matters more than you think. Comfort is not free. It charges interest. This is the comfort tax. When you avoid difficult conversations, hard skills, and visible risks, you pay later in lost income, reduced leverage, missed compounding, and shrinking optionality. The tragedy? The cost is invisible in the moment. Scrolling feels harmless. Delaying feels reasonable. Postponing feels strategic. But 5 years later, you're financially where you were, just older. Where are you quietly paying comfort tax right now? A woman named Priya once described something to me. She worked in a stable corporate role. Well paid. Predictable. She hated it. But what frightened her wasn't failure. It was succeeding. If she built her consulting practice, she would out-earn her older siblings. In her culture, that would create discomfort. So she prepared for 3 years. Courses, certifications, planning, but no leap. One evening, she admitted, I think I'm staying average so everyone else can stay comfortable. That sentence changed her trajectory. Where might you be shrinking to avoid relational tension? Many people hide behind responsibility. I can't take risks. I have obligations. Often true, sometimes incomplete. There's a difference between responsible planning and defensive stagnation. The responsibility illusion happens when we exaggerate the danger of change to justify inaction. You tell yourself you're protecting stability, but you may be protecting familiarity. If your responsibilities disappeared tomorrow, what would you attempt? That answer reveals your suppressed ambition. High performers close what I call the identity gap. There's who you are today and who you would need to become to operate at a higher level. Most people focus on actions. The real work is identity expansion. If you earn $60,000 but want to earn $300,000, the behaviors required will feel unnatural, uncomfortable, even arrogant. You must tolerate being misunderstood. Most won't. So they remain average, not because they can't develop, but because growth feels psychologically destabilizing. Are you willing to feel unstable long enough to evolve? I'll be transparent. There was a period in my life where I chose average. Not because I lacked ability, because I feared visibility. If I excelled too much, expectations would rise. Pressure would increase. People would watch. So I performed just below potential. That's the part nobody admits. Sometimes average is strategic invisibility. The moment I recognized it, I had to decide, comfort or expansion. You will face that decision repeatedly. Staying average is rarely one big decision. It's micro choices, not sending the proposal, not raising the price, not posting the idea, not applying for the role, not investing early. Each feels small, but compounding applies to avoidance too. 5 years of micro avoidance equals stagnation. 5 years of micro expansion equals transformation. Which direction are your small choices compounding? Let's test something. Answer honestly. When you see someone operating at a higher level, do you feel inspired? B threatened? C skeptical? D dismissive? Your reaction reveals your internal ceiling. Average is rarely about money. It's about tolerance for discomfort. Most people will not dramatically fail. They will quietly plateau, not because life forced them, but because expansion felt psychologically expensive. If you recognize yourself in this video, that's not condemnation. It's awareness, and awareness is leverage. You don't escape average through motivation. You escape it by expanding identity, one uncomfortable decision at a time. If this analysis resonated, stay close. We'll continue dissecting the psychological architecture behind wealth, ambition, and long-term leverage. Because the difference between average and exceptional is rarely talent, it's tolerance, and that's trainable.